What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel for another daily news video on the Friday. Almost like it's the end of the week, usually with transfer news. So I'm gonna call it the end of the week, the end of a very boring slash not so great week. You know, going off the news that has been coming out and the things that are happening or being mentioned at this moment in time. Let me bump up the volume. It's not the best week, you know, if we're being completely honest. But we're gonna talk about it. This video is mainly gonna be about Chiesa. I will discuss all the other news on the daily extra that will drop tomorrow. So no live, as I promised, because I had an emergency and I cannot do a live. But tomorrow, daily extra. Hopefully a live with Julian. On Sunday, there's a new show about transfers, so stay tuned for that. It will be about Fratesi, and then Sunday night I will be live. But yeah, this video, Chiesa, let's get into it. Okay, as I said, we're gonna talk about Chiesa because he is kind of the talking point basically of the week, but especially of the day, because I think everybody saw the news. The headline was spectacular, saying Chiesa wants to leave, or not, the club wants Chiesa to go. Basically, we know that apparently Chiesa wants to leave, and the reason for this departure is, according to reports, his agent Ramadani, which I didn't knew he was his agent, which is not great news, is asking for 8 million euros a season to renew the deal. Now, I will talk about 2 points: the club point of view and his point of view, maybe 3 points, the media point of view, which kind of involves both parties. First of all, without going into, is it a real report, is it a fake report? Do I believe it, do I not believe it? He's not worth 8 million a season. I will get that out of the way straight, because he's not worth 8 million a season, because the performances haven't been 8 million euros. And you might say this because of injury, and that's true. Not his fault, but you need to take that into account. Like, it's as simple as that. You only came back half a season now, and it wasn't good, you know? It wasn't good. Not all your fault, I know that. And the previous season wasn't great as well. You know, up to the injury, it wasn't going well good as well. So he's not worth 8 million a season. Not now, not in this situation. For our club, so for us, if Chelsea want to offer him 8 million a season, that's their issue. For us, what I will add is, so are a lot of players at the club not worth the money they're on. You know, and I've discussed that so many times on the channel. It's pointless to do that now, but a lot of players are on money they do not deserve. We're signing Milik. I don't want to make it about Milik. He's on money and a deal which he should not be on, but I will discuss that in the daily extra. So that's the news. That's out of the way. Do I believe the report? No. I don't believe he's asking for 8 million euros a season. I don't know what he's on now, 5.5. You cannot ask for almost 3 million more when nothing happened on the pitch since the time you got that deal, because he had a good season, but after that, because of injuries and all those things, you just can't. Like, it's impossible to do. But I don't believe this story. I believe that the club is in a very bad situation with this thing, because he has a deal until 25. You need to figure it out now, some way or another. Are you going to sell him now? Good. You get your value, you get your money, but what then? Because that leaves that attack very slim, one, and two, completely deprived of any sort of raw talent, like real potential star boy quality. There's nothing. So this is a very tricky situation. Do I believe Chiesa wants to leave this club? No. Do I believe he's thinking about leaving this club because of who the coach is? I 100% believe that, because his post-game interview, his facial impressions, the news coming out even during the season were not good. They were not good. I've said it the moment he did that presser, like that post-interview after Udinese, I came on and I said that sounded not good at all. That sounded really strange, because he didn't even downplayed it. Like, why would he do that? Like, even if you're lying, he didn't bother to lie. And that's very worrying because you don't expect that from Italian players, basically. But we need to be completely honest, you know? Why would he stay? Let's ask that question. If you were Chiesa, will you stay in this situation? If you get better offers from better clubs, you know, and clubs in a better situation, will you not think about it? We all would, I believe. I think we all would, if we be completely honest. If you actually value your career, because he hasn't won much up to this point. Yes, he won the Euros and a Coppa Italia and a Supercoppa, whatever. I don't really care about the Supercoppa. But other than that, he hasn't won much. You know, there's no Scudettos in there and all those things. It's not in there. You know, and he's 25 now already. Is he 25 or gonna be 25? Something like that. Or maybe he might be even older. I have no idea. Let me know. I think he's 25-ish. He's thinking about these things. And are we going to win a title in the coming years looking at the situation? Like, he can see it from the inside. We from the outside. He reads things. He sees things. Why would he stay? So I think there is a big concern that he might leave. Now, if you value the sources, Mirko Di Natale came out saying, as far as I know, nothing's changed. The club is not even considering selling him. Which is a good thing because you need to figure this out. You created this situation, you know, but you cannot choose. You can choose coach over player. You cannot choose coach over players. You cannot do that because that's the wrong approach. Now, if you have Pep Guardiola on the touchline and he's like, I don't need, if those players don't want to play with me, fine. You as a club and me as a fan will be like, yeah, like he's one of the greatest managers of all time. Some might say he's the greatest of all time. I trust him. If he doesn't want Chiesa, he thinks he has a better solution. Good, I'll give you the trust. But that's not what it is now. I think we all have a feeling, and the club admitted to it, and the reports are out there that the club is not even 100% sure about Allegri. They're moving on, but there are disagreements. They're openly saying it needs to be better. The style of play needs to be better. So there's no full trust. So me personally, I think a lot of people feel like this is not going to end good. You know, at one point he will be sacked, maybe even during the season, whatever, or at the end of the season when the costs are lower, maybe he's walking. That's the vibes you're getting. His post-game interviews, calling out the squad, repeating, saying, ask Calvo, ask the club, ask them, you know. It feels so wrong. It feels so bad that it's impossible that it will work, you know, that something good is coming out of this because the signs are all over the place. So that's one. So that's why I'm like, you cannot choose that over players. And I say players because Vlahovic is not happy. Di Maria wasn't happy. Chiesa wasn't happy. He calls out Chesney. When Chesney's saying, no, we need to win and whatever, it's not good. It's actually very, very, very worrying at this moment in time. Do I believe Chiesa will leave? I'm going to say more no than yes. I wouldn't be shocked. I think Vlahovic will leave. But I wouldn't be shocked if he's also out there or just Chiesa. But that cannot happen because if you tell me, man, we have the next best thing lined up, and I'm like, okay, but we don't. It's the same with Cambiasso. If the club tells me they have a better option than Cambiasso, I'm all for it because I'm not high on Cambiasso. I just want Cambiasso in because I want Alexandro out. And I don't want to spend money on a 30-year-old or whatever. Then yeah, bring Cambiasso in and let's see. And maybe if he's not it, we go again. But the club doesn't have those options lined up. So I'm like, yeah, it's that. Same with Chiesa. We don't have options. We don't have a lot of money. You need to find a way to keep Chiesa. You can. You must, excuse me. And the issue is also we start off paying wages when the players come in and we try to work on that, but it's not going well. They're already on big money they shouldn't be on, you know. And that's the issue. When Chiesa came through the team, he shouldn't be on 5.5. He didn't do enough for Fiorentina to be on that money. Same for Bernardeschi at the time. That's the issue because you're not gonna sign a new deal at a lower wage. You're always gonna ask for more, especially when you produce or like how you wanna say that? Yeah, like if the media, you're hyped up in the media. With hyped up, I don't mean it in a bad way, but like everybody knows you and teams are in for you. You're gonna ask for more, so it's only gonna be more for Chiesa. Is he worth 8.5? No, I don't think that at all. I don't think Vlahovic is worth 7.5. I don't think Rabiot is worth 7.5. I've said it many times. Same for Chesney. I like Chesney, but you're not worth that. That's the issue. That's the main issue at this moment in time. But the club has no other way around this. They cannot sell to the fans, oh, he wanted 8, so we let him go. That ship has sailed. Like, the club doesn't have that credit in the bank anymore. You know? They don't. They absolutely don't. So it's a sticky situation that they need to figure out very, very soon, because it cannot drag on all summer. Like, is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? That's not good. Shouldn't be happening. So find a solution, because there is something. I don't think it's like, I don't believe fully it's 8 million or that, but something is wrong. I think we can all agree on that. But let me know in the comments. Please like the video. Again, no live. Sorry, had an emergency. There will be a daily extra tomorrow. We'll discuss the Milik Kulusevski thing and other news coming out. We being offered players, Acuna. So stay tuned for that as well. Hopefully a live for Julian. If not, I will be live on Sunday, and there will be a new video, a transfer link, tactical video on Fratesi. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you again very soon. Ciao.